Welcome back. In Part 1, we detailed the strike on the Iranian. Now, we turn to the unanswered questions. How was the frigate disabled? And what does this mean for the future of international law? What comes next depends on Tehran's response and Washington's willingness to continue hitting deeper targets inside Iran. Pentagon officials have already warned that future strikes will target the very heart of Iran's military and political leadership. Hegseth's boast that this was the first torpedo sinking of an enemy ship since World War II is more than a statistic. It's a declaration of a new era, a quiet death under the waves. This incident has fundamentally changed the nature of the current conflict, moving it far beyond the Middle East. Sources in Colombo indicate that the Iranian embassy believes their ship was first disabled by electronic warfare before being struck. Another Sri Lankan defense source claims the vessel may have been hit by 2 torpedoes, ensuring its rapid descent into the deep. Diego Garcia's role as the launchpad for this operation underscores its critical importance to American power projection in the Indian Ocean. The Iranian was armed to the teeth, but even its advanced anti-ship missiles were useless against a threat they couldn't see. While equipped with its own torpedo launchers, the Iranian frigate never had a chance to retaliate before the hull was breached. India's ambitions for a peaceful, multipolar Indian Ocean have been dealt a severe blow by this strike on its exercise partner. The Milan exercises were meant to be a show of global naval cooperation. Instead, they will be remembered for the tragedy that followed. The Pentagon released footage of the strike, showing a massive geyser of seawater erupting as the Mark 48 torpedo found its mark. Hegseth's reference to the War Department reflects a fundamental shift in the American military's self-image and operational goals. Washington is moving toward a total war footing, prepared to destroy Tehran's military and political leadership at any cost. The targeting of Basij volunteer police buildings indicates an intent to dismantle the Iranian state's internal control mechanisms. Tehran, once a bustling metropolis, now lives under the constant shadow of incoming airstrikes and psychological warfare. The exodus of over 100,000 people in just 2 days is a testament to the fear gripping the heart of the Iranian nation. With the Strait of Hormuz closed, global supply chains are being rerouted, but the cost of energy remains a massive hurdle for the West. Economists warn that a prolonged closure could trigger a global recession, adding an economic dimension to the kinetic war. The strike also brings the legal status of the Chagos Archipelago and Diego Garcia back into the international spotlight. Nations across the globe are divided. Some support Washington's decisive action, while others fear the total breakdown of international law. Wes Bryant's warning of dangerous military overreach resonates with those who fear a world where might always makes right. Was the Iranian a threat? Strategically, yes. Legally, Bryant argues, the threshold for an imminent attack was never met. The Iranian Revolutionary Guard Corps remains defiant, promising to continue strikes until all foreign forces leave the region. This sinking has highlighted the war for the deep, a hidden conflict where silence and stealth are the ultimate weapons. Modern sonar and stealth tech have made warships vulnerable in ways they never were before, even in international waters. The claim that the vessel's defense capabilities were disabled before the strike is a chilling insight into modern cyberkinetic warfare. If the U.S. can disable a frigate's sensors at will, no vessel on the ocean is truly safe from a quiet death under the waves. Sri Lanka's adherence to the Search and Rescue Convention during this conflict highlights the few remaining threads of international cooperation. Rescuers retrieved 87 bodies from the water. Each represents a family in Tehran, now grieving a loss in a war they didn't choose. From a silent strike at night to a humanitarian crisis at dawn, the sinking of the Iranian has reshaped the global landscape. The road ahead is dark and uncertain. With both sides promising to hit harder and deeper, the escalation shows no signs of slowing. Secretary Hegseth's final words on the matter remain, like in World War II, we are fighting to win. The question remains, at what cost? For now, the only trace of the Iranian is an oil slick 44 miles off the coast of Galles, a dark reminder of the quiet death below. The stakes have never been higher. As the conflict spreads beyond the Middle East, the entire world is now a potential front line. We will continue to bring you the facts and the context behind the headlines as this global crisis continues to unfold. For in-depth analysis and investigative reporting on the conflicts that define our age, subscribe to Frontline USA and support independent media. I'm your host, keeping you informed on the front lines of global change. Stay safe and stay vigilant. Good night.